So this is definitely bringing back the feels from when we spent almost 3 weeks in Colorado. These are the clothes I lived in for majority of the time, and all I had to do was try them on to get in the mood to start packing for our upcoming archery elk hunt. It is about time that I start preparing because we are 2.5 weeks out from leaving. We leave September 1st, and I decided that I was going to make a little video, take you through all the preparation over the next few weeks on what it takes to get ready for a trip like this. Also, it'll be nice to have in the memory banks just in case we ever do it in the future, because I kind of forget from last year, to be honest, everything we packed. We planned that trip for a long time before we left, and this year we're just kind of winging it. So we're going to start off with our clothes. Like I said, I pretty much lived in the clothes I'm wearing right now, and just some merino wool t-shirts and long sleeves. I do have these gaiters, but I didn't really wear them last year. I have these First Light long johns. These are what I used as my pajamas most times, and I did wear them a few times during the day when it got cold. A couple pair of hunting pants that I will bring. Might not wear them, but we'll see. I did wear this puffy jacket a lot. This is an Outdoor Research brand one, and I did enjoy it. This is the same hoodie that I'm wearing now. I just have an extra one. And then I have a Sitka hoodie as well. And my rain gear. Ultralight rain gear. So that pretty much sums up what I bring in, minus my undergarments. I also have multiple pairs of Darn Tough and smart wool socks that I wore on the trip. They were awesome. And I did wear a liner sock underneath to prevent my feet from blistering, which it did. This was a Coolmax brand that I got off Amazon last minute, and I really enjoyed them, so we'll be packing those again. Most of our stuff is the merino wool because we're wearing it for a long duration of time. It doesn't hold bacteria like some materials would, so it doesn't get as smelly as quick, but let's face it, we do get a little stinky on this trip, but it's all just part of the course. Just a few other things, little add-ons that I'll be bringing is this Under Armour coat. It's nice and warm if I get a chill at the truck. Definitely wearing that. Got a couple ball caps and a toque for cold nights, a buff for cold nights, a couple pairs of mitts. And when Chase is around, we'll see what he's gonna pack. So I'm going to be starting to organize our food. I did prepare most of our breakfast and dinners ahead of time, but I'm going to go through what we put in each bag per day and how many calories they are. But tonight, I am getting my coffee together because I can't go on the mountain without my coffee. I've been using this brand for a while. It's a freeze-dried instant coffee, and I absolutely love it. It's the closest thing that I've tasted to brewed coffee. I just didn't think it works. Wakes me up good in the morning. I add 1 tablespoon of this and 1 tablespoon of MCT powder oil into a little baggie. And that's how she's done. She's ready to go. And there we have it. 42 packages of coffee. And if we run out, we'll be packing pre-made mixes like this. Look at these vultures waiting for something to drop. Now I'm gonna move on to our trail mix, aka chocolate mix. Last year we ended up getting a little bit of food fatigue, but chocolate was something that we rather enjoyed a lot. So we went and picked up some stuff from the bulk barn, and here's what we have. The almonds, macadamia nuts are very high in calories and fat. Deluxe nuts, coconut flakes, also calorie dense food. We do have a few raisins, but the rest is just different types of chocolate. These are the chocolate covered coffee beans, so they'll give us a little boost when needed. We're slowly getting there. This is what they look like. This is about 4.5 ounces. Ideally, you want your day of food to weigh less than 2 pounds. So hopefully we can make that work. So 30 little baggies of trail mix. But it's now 10 p.m. and I'm done for the night, so we'll see what tomorrow brings. So continuing on, Chase is home tonight. I think I'm going to try to get all the food done. The next step in our food is packaging some more stuff up. We're gonna bring some Fritos, and then Chase's sister freeze dried us some cheese. I'm gonna portion them out in the Ziplocs. If you're wondering, this is what the cheese looks like. They're freaking delicious. They're like little cheese crackers. We also have some pickles that we're gonna put in with the cheese. The salty treat might be a nice touch. So I got everything done that needed to be done, everything packaged for the most part. Now we're in the basement with all our supply. Chase doesn't have pants on, but we'll try not to film that part of his body. The goal for today is to package all our food in individual Ziploc bags. We want it to weigh under 2 pounds and be close to 3,000 calories. Wish us luck. Right here are most of our breakfasts. I made oatmeals, and in this pile is all our dinners. I did make all of them too, so we didn't buy any. In here is just the cheese and Fritos that I just packaged. In this bag is the coffees and the trail mix that I did. And in here is some Mr. Noodles that we're adding to some of our dinners. We have some electrolytes. We pack one a day. Some granola, cookies, mini waffles, sesame snaps, and Werther's Originals. What we're not gonna add in the bags today is our jerky and our sausages that we're gonna pack. My dad is making those for us, and he's just finishing those up. And we also made some granola bars that are in the freezer and some pemmican. But they will just be packed right on the trailhead right before we start our climb, because we want to keep them in the cooler till then. So we're just rocking on here. We did get our first one complete. This is chicken noodle at 3,139 calories. And it definitely weighed under 2 pounds. So that's awesome. I'm just going to show you what's in here, and then we're going to continue on and get all these bags filled. So these are the Holy Moly bars I made. And this is the pemmican. Like I said, we'll be adding these right at the trailhead before we start hiking. For our protein, we'll also have sausage my dad made and jerky. So we'll alternate so we don't get the food fatigue. And then I'm just going to show you exactly what's in this bag. We got the trail mix, and I did add a short bread cookie because those are definitely high calorie. We got chocolate, strawberry, banana, oatmeal for breakfast. I made chicken noodle soup. Those are mushrooms in there that Chase picked. And with that meal, we're gonna add the Mr. Noodle just to bulk it up. This is a Nature Valley biscuit, also high calorie, lightweight. Sesame snaps, same deal. We got a coffee, and then the freeze-dried cheese, which we'll eat with our meat, and 2 pickles. Salty goodness. Sometimes I like to suck on these Werther's when I'm hiking, give me a little boost. And our electrolyte. And that is what one day of eating looks like. I don't think I've eaten oatmeal since we've done this last year, because there was definitely some food fatigue issues. We got pretty sick of all the sweet things, and we definitely were craving a lot of protein. So we switched things up a little bit this year, and we're just gonna give ourselves a little bit more variety. So that's an example of what a day is gonna look like, but we're kind of mixing it up with all the flavors. So it should be good. We'll let you know. High five.
You did it.
We got
again.
One more thing done. Our 15 meals for the backcountry, all individually packaged and ready to rock. So these will just stay in the tote till we're at the trailhead, and then we'll decide how many days we're going up in the mountains for, and just pull bags. Makes it super easy. It's a little work in advance, but
it's easy once you get
there. So keeping it organized. Another day, another ruck. Before I get to packing, I'm gonna go for a quick little stroll with 45 pounds on my back. Has to be done. All right, that walk was great, but now we have to get back to work. So we'll talk a little bit about what we bring, which isn't a lot, because we like to cut weight. Don't do as we do, because it's probably important to bring more than this. But in the backcountry, we bring some Leukotape. This stuff is amazing. If you have a blister, you just put it on there Super strong, sticky, stays on until you peel it off. It's great, gives you a little extra cushion. This stuff is life-saving. So don't forget your Leukotape. So we bring the Quick Clot. It's a cloth that will stop bleeding 5 times faster, just in case you got a big deep cut. Luckily we haven't had to use that. We have a bunch of Band-Aids in here and alcohol wipes for cleaning cuts. Then we just bring a couple pills, some standard stuff, sleeping, which we didn't have to take, something for upset stomach, Gravels, and Reactin, allergy pills. So yeah, we do pack that. We have a couple of these water pills to purify water in case something happens to our water filter. Just good to have in case of emergencies. And then we do have some altitude sickness pills. I like to pack a bunch of ibuprofens. I think I pretty much took one every night before bed to help me sleep. It's an anti-inflammatory for your muscles. I felt pretty awesome in the backcountry, so I'll probably do the same this year. Electrolytes in case you're sweating a lot and dumping a lot of fluids. Good to have. We'll probably keep this at the truck. Voltaren for sore muscles, pretty self-explanatory. We will pack a couple of caffeine pills in case we need a boost, like if we're carrying an elk out of the mountains. Wouldn't that be nice? Just a couple miscellaneous things. We have our anti-chafe cream, extra pills, no spray in case we get sick, and then we have our jumbo kit that we keep in the truck. This is stocked with everything you can think of. Good to have. That's about it for medical. It's a new day and we're still plugging along. I'm just heading to my dad's house. He said all our meat is ready, our jerky and our sausages. So I'm gonna go pick that up, have a little visit. And then if you could see, I have my bow in the back and the target. He lives in the country, so I'm able to get a little practice in, get some reps through my bow, see if everything's in working order. So we're gonna head on out. See you there. Here's all the beautiful meat. We got
This is the pork.
little individual salamis. Here's some beef jerky. This is made from Eye of Round.
Hunter sausage.
Hunter sausage?
Yes.
Hunter sausage. And this is the pork. It is so good. Probably one of our favorites. But everything my dad makes is awesome. This is definitely calorie dense. Super excited. So this is definitely gonna fill more than our needs of craving protein in the mountains. Excited to dive in. So here's my bow. I am shooting the Matthews V3 Power Flight Easton arrows with slick trick broadheads. Here's my release. I do enjoy this one. So I'm gonna get to some shooting. I'm gonna take a couple shots at 20 yards. Dialed in there. 20 yards, that would be a dead elk. All right, 60 yards. Far one. Hit the target. That one was a good one. Bullseye. Go check it out. Not horrible for 60. I would never shoot an animal at 60, so that's all right, but it's still good to practice out far. All my arrows hit the target, which is a good thing. So that was a decent little session of getting some reps in. Now it's Chase's turn.
Just crushing it here.
He's getting ready for Colorado.
3-pounders.
So Chase is now home and we're going to start packing the rest of our stuff. We're gonna take you along and show you everything we put in our bag and in our truck. So we're gonna go through all our gear, and I think we are gonna start with our bags. Chase made an upgrade this year.
So I got the EXO K4 5000.
The reason he had to switch from the Mystery Ranch Beartooth was because it was cutting in and cutting his hips here on the side, where I'm still rolling with the same pack I had last year. This is the Mystery Ranch Metcalf.
Metcalf, yeah.
And I still like it.
Yeah, my sides were just getting
Chewed
tore up.
He had Leukotape just all around his torso on our whole hunt. We went on one hike already with this bag and it didn't seem to bother him, so that's a great thing. I put this on for my GoPro, if you can see. And then I have 2 side pouches on mine. And then a spot for my Nalgene. This is a bladder. Chase likes using the bladder, but I do not. I roll with the Nalgene bottle.
So I only have 1 pouch and my Nalgene holder.
New for this year, which is coming in the mail, I ordered the lightweight Nalgene bottles, so they're not so hardy. So we'll cut a couple ounces there. So
yeah, I might end up rolling with 2 Nalgenes. We'll see what happens, but
we'll finalize everything in within the week. That's why we're going through everything right now, so we could just load our packs and have them ready to go before we start driving to Colorado. So we'll still bring our trekking poles. Same ones from last year. These are the Black Diamond poles. We each have a set. I think I went through more than half my trip before I started using mine because I'm a silly girl. And I don't think Chase really used his at all, eh?
No, I don't think so.
But they do help. What next? Sleep system?
Sleep system.
Sleep system. So as you can see behind us, we have our sleeping bags here. These are the best sleeping bags we have ever owned. They're the Nemo Disco 30s. They kept us super warm, and even when they got wet, we were still pretty toasty.
Yeah.
For the most part. They have waterproof bottoms. So this section where your feet are waterproof. There's a male version and a female version. So they zip together to create one big sleeping bag. So we still get to cuddle in the backcountry, which is kind of cute.
Yeah. Only thing is, they only zip up to here, so Ashley's feet stay in her side, and my feet stay in the other.
Which is probably a good thing. Chase's feet get stinky. The female version, I think, does have a little more down in the body. So his isn't as plush. We use these for winter camping as well and love them.
Next, pillows.
They're Rest pillows. So these roll up into a little ball. I mean, they're not the smallest things, but I think sleep is super important in the backcountry. So we do pack them.
You messed that up, but...
Show you. Oh, you didn't even roll yours up.
Properly, no.
Well, what the hell? This is to show to the people, but it's also to really get ready. There we go. They're a little bulky, but they are pretty lightweight.
Tent. This is our tent.
It's 3 pounds. It's not the lightest in the world, but it's pretty decent for the price. Which one did we get? Mermit? The Mermit Tungsten Ultralight 2-person. 3 pounds, super light. We did just buy this tarp on Amazon as our footprint to put underneath. Seems to do the trick.
So
you can buy a footprint for this, but this was a hell of a lot cheaper.
So what I was doing last year was packing the tent in here, keeping the poles separately on the bag, just so this could smush right up in there, and you don't have to worry about anything being poked or anything.
This is our sleeping mattress. It's a big Ignis Rapide. It's a 40 by 27 and it's pretty thick. It's comfy.
It's comfy.
You don't hit the ground. It's a little heavy. I think it's about 3 pounds as well, so you could get lighter, but this is a big enough one for Chase and I to both sleep on, so
that was, yeah.
Splitting the weight, it's about 1.5 pounds each, so it's worth it. We slept good. I did anyways.
So yeah, the nice thing about having 2 of us together in the tent is we could divvy up weight. So she'll take the air mattress, I'll take the tent. So we divvy up our weight that way.
With our air mattress, it does come with one of those like airbags that
yeah, you gotta like scoop the air
and then like squish it in, but we ended up buying Flex Tail Gear Tiny Pump. We also used this last year and it was awesome. It has a light on the bottom so you can hang it up in your tent, but we chose to save the battery just for pumping up the mattress. Oh, it gets pretty bright. And it does blow good air. I think this ended up blowing up our big mattress about 5 times. This was pretty awesome. Handy little tool.
Flashlights.
So this is just a spare headlamp, but we do have the Black Diamond 400 lumen lights. They're very bright. We also had these last year and we're going to continue to use them.
Yeah, they worked out well.
With that, we'll bring some batteries. Back to our packs. We also have, what are these called? Rain flies?
Rain flies.
We also have 2 rain flies. Mine has a hood, so it comes over my head if it rains. Chase is just the regular one. He'll have to see if this fits his new pack. What we do to prevent our gear from getting drenched is line our bags with these heavy duty garbage bags. And that did the trick, eh, Chase?
Yeah. And then that way too, if we do get something or all our gear in our bag isn't going to get dirty from blood and everything. Because
protects it from water and blood. If we happen to be so lucky.
Oh yeah.
What else? Oh, yes.
Butt cushions.
We also packed these last time. And they were nice just to kind of get your butt off the ground, give you a little cushion, keep you dry.
Even in the evening when you get back, going from your boots to your Crocs.
You can stand on them.
Stand on them.
Yeah, they were handy. And they're super light. So, I mean, they weigh nothing.
Yeah.
For a little bit of comfort.
Water.
These are our dirty bags. They held up. They did not pop, so we would recommend these if you're doing a backpacking trip or backcountry hunting trip. These are 3 liters each, so we probably filled these up about once a day.
Oh yeah.
I would say. And we filtered it with
the Sawyer Squeeze.
Sawyer Squeeze. We didn't get Giardia, so I mean, what can you say? It worked. We're gonna try it again. There was some pretty silty water, is that what you call it? Or poopy water. And you did have to flush it out a lot in those circumstances.
Yeah, some of the puddles were pretty...
Or shall we say wallows?
Yeah, were pretty dirty. So yeah, you do have to
backflow it.
Sure you bring this with you.
And you pump it out the opposite way with clean water, obviously.
Yeah, filtered water. So you're not pumping dirty water.
It has different attachments for different situations, but we only really...
I use this one because I have a bladder, so I could disconnect.
He has a quick connect on his bladder.
Yeah, quick connect, and then I could fill up my bladder without having to pull it out.
From the outside.
Which is handy.
Maybe if you watch our hunting video, we'll show you. So subscribe and follow along. Because all this gear is going to be in our upcoming hunt.
Saw.
We will both be bringing a knife, but the saw will come in handy. Let's just say we do end up with an elk. We don't really want to carry the head out, so we'll have to skull cap it.
Yeah.
And we'll need this. To cut weight, because we probably don't want to carry the whole thing out. Guessing it's going to be hard enough. Our cooking system, we have a Jetboil Minimo. This cup was deep enough, basically, for Chase and I to both boil our dinners if we had it full to the top, and it was big enough for our coffees and oatmeal in the morning.
Yeah.
So that's why we chose this one, just to have enough water to do 1 boil.
For both of us, instead of having to do 2 boils with a smaller
pot. And then we carry fuel, depending on how many days we'll be out. This is the medium-sized fuel. We mostly rolled with this one, but if we were just going in for a day or 2, we would bring the smaller one. When we rehydrate our meals, we made these cozies last year. We also have a video if you want to see how that's done. And in our cozies, we bring an extra bag in case we spring a leak when we are making our dinners.
Or long spoons.
Long spoons are a must, so your hands don't get dirty when you're trying to scoop out your meals. So we have a long spoon and our bougie coffee cups.
These are...
We love these, didn't we?
Yeah, we did actually.
We did. This is probably not a must, but...
They are handy.
It was a want, and we like them, so worth the little wait.
And they fold up to nothing.
And they just fit in our little cozies here. So that's how that is. Here's the size comparison. So this is the one we probably will carry for both of us if we were going for 4 or 5 nights. This will probably last us like 2 or 3. And for safety, we have inReaches. We have 2. We got to connect these still, but these help us stay connected to our loved ones.
And family, because they're always worried about us.
And if we were ever in an emergency situation, it's worth it to carry one of these for sure. Worth the money. We just have to sign up for our subscription right before we leave. So we will be doing that soon.
So this is for the food bags.
Which he's gonna grab right now. So we just also bought these on Amazon to carry our food in. They're waterproof, lightweight. And then we can keep our food in here. We obviously hang it in a tree when we sleep at night, so no bears bother us. So there's our food bags.
Food bags. We have our
Game bags.
game bags. These are the, hold on, Born and Raised meat bags. And
they're pretty slick, they're reusable, and you just wash them when you get back home.
And they do have a zipper on them, so getting the quarters in is easy, so you can zip them up.
We haven't had to wash them yet, but hopefully that changes this time around.
Yep.
Right, Chase? So game bags, just in case. Talked about this already. Lugo tape, it's a must. In the truck, we're not going to carry this, but we're going to have extra Ziploc bags and garbage bags just in case. And obviously we're going to pack some TP. We keep it in these bags, obviously, so it doesn't get wet if it rains. We will both be carrying a lighter because you never know. Rangefinder and then I'll be carrying this since I'm the shooter this year. If you haven't already noticed, since I was the one practicing, I'm the one that's going to be the tag holder. So I'll have the rangefinder.
Yes, I have a Vortex case, but I do not have Vortex.
But what brand are those?
These are the Mioptas.
And you like them, no?
Yeah.
You know, last year there weren't many bugs, but we will keep a little bug spray in the truck just in case.
Call, extra calls, reads.
We both carry battery banks to charge our devices, phones, inReaches, cameras. We will be carrying a camera with us, so it's good to have some extra juice.
Big battery bank. This one in case of the truck dies. For whatever reason, Ashley likes to leave lights on.
No, I don't. We carry this all the time with us, all year round.
Yeah.
It's always in the truck, so we'll be putting it back in there, but you can also charge things on it. We probably will bring a tiny little generator to charge everything once we're back at the truck, but that's obviously in the garage. Microfiber towels. So these are lightweight camping towels. We probably won't shower in the backcountry, but when we get back to the truck, we do bird bath.
Last year I did have an emergency river shower.
You did, yes. But other than that, we just wait till we get to the truck, pack some water, and do it that way.
Twine. We always carry this because it's super light, strong, and for whatever reason, we always use this stuff.
In the truck, this is not like backpacking, but we will bring some dish soap, or water bottles, coffee cups, all that stuff get pretty gnarly. So we do bathe them every once in a while, and just some
paper
towel, you know.
Talked about all that pills and stuff.
Yeah, that was with the med kit. So I have all my medicine and our little pill pack, quick clot.
Yeah, we pack pretty minimal for the most part.
I think now we're gonna shut the camera off and probably start packing everything in our bags. 2 weeks out today, bags are packed. Can you tell I'm a planner? I'm keeping this ship afloat.
I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah.
We'll get to it.
There's 2 types of humans in the world. But yeah, we got another thing checked off the list. Bags are packed. Stuff is ready for the truck. Chase still needs to pack his clothes. So we'll see. It will probably be the night before.
As Ashley's getting in the truck, I'll be throwing him in the garbage bag.
Forgetting his underwear. So here is my little happiness sack. These are a couple little extras that I don't mind packing in the backcountry because they bring me a little joy. So we're just going to go through that quickly. I do have long hair and Chase has a mullet, so we bring a mini brush and a little mirror. You never know when you might need one, so it's pretty light, so we do pack that. I have a little deodorant just in case we get extra stinky, and some lip chap because our lips get extra dry up there in the mountains, beaming in the sun. Like I said, we're extra dry, so I packed this little half container of Aveeno cream. I just cut the end off and resealed it to make it smaller and lighter. This is pretty self-explanatory, but we don't like fuzzy teeth while we're hiking in the mountains. Along with gum. I'm gonna pack a couple extra electrolytes because I enjoy these a lot. So if I'm drinking lots of fluid, we'll be adding those in. I have a pony, toothpicks and Q-tips. I have eczema, so I bring a little bit of my medicated ointment. Here are some Huggies. Chase and I both use these when we're backpacking. These are a must. They really do help freshen you up day to day. And then in this, I have a little bit of face wash, and I do bring these lightweight face cloths because I like to wash my face. Makes me feel better, wakes me up in the morning, and it's worth it to pack all this. I also just have some disposable gloves just in case we get an elk. But that's in my happiness bag. I will pack some nail clippers, or at least have these in the truck. Don't forget to clip your toenails before you start hiking, just to prevent any bad things going on with your feet, because nothing will ruin a hunt faster than hangnails or blisters or anything like that. So we're about 6 days out now, and Chase has his clothes together. This is impressive. He's gonna go through those. He's just letting the dogs out, but we both have different hiking boots. Chase loves these. These are the Crispy Nevadas. Mine are pretty good too. These are the Honghua and Cash. Both been good boots for us so far. This is our second season, so they are broken in already. We're gonna continue to hike in those. So I'm gonna begin without them. Gonna bring a pair of liner gloves. Doesn't typically bring a toque because he just wears a hood. And he also has some Darn Tough socks, and these are the Icebreaker wool socks that he'll bring. He does wear a belt. This is one of those low profile belts. The buckle's not too big, so he wears that. And then his pack doesn't seem to affect him. Well, hi Chase.
Hello.
Gaiters.
Gators.
So he has the same gaiters as I have.
And they do help for sticks on your boot laces.
Yeah, and keeping some of the moisture out. They're not the waterproof ones, but
they do help.
So moving on, where do you want to start? Your undergarments?
Underwear.
Chase does have the first light merino wool.
I got a pair of socks.
And he has one coming, another merino pair from Amazon, so he's going to try those out.
Yeah.
They should be arriving in a day or two.
Worked really well last year. I was really impressed.
Into the bin.
Into the bin. Socks into the bin. One light pair of gloves.
He's going to bring 2 jackets.
So I got my puffy jacket.
It's the one he wore last year. It's a Columbia. You liked it, eh?
Yeah.
It is down-filled.
It is down-filled. Kept me warm.
Here we have the lightweight Kuyu rain jacket.
So that's going to be my raincoat, extra protection.
Are you going to bring rain pants? Because I don't see any of those in your bin.
No.
Okay. Typically it was pretty dry when we went last year. It did rain towards the end, but...
Yeah, as of right now, it looks like rain next week.
In Colorado?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
So I got a couple sweaters, merino wool.
One First Light, one Kuyu.
Yeah. And then the next is the t-shirts. So...
Same idea.
One...
Is an icebreaker. That's
icebreaker one.
First Light.
First Light.
Merino wool.
Merino wool.
All things merino wool.
So
even your pants here. These are the ones you like the most. The same pants that I wore. Mine are green, his are tan. But these are also merino wool, and we wore these majority of the time.
Yes. As you can see, they held up.
Not too bad.
For the abuse I put them through.
Exactly.
So there's that. I'm bringing another pair.
These are the First Light something. They're super comfy and stretchy.
And then I do have an old Under Armour suit I'm going to bring.
You do like that too, right?
Yeah.
It was good to you.
It's got some miles laying under.
Yes. Into the bin.
Into the bin.
And there's Chase's bin. Good job.
And my boots.
I talked about them already. The
Oh.
Crispies, you love those, don't you?
Yeah. I don't know how many pairs of boots I tried last year. And I got snowshoes for feet.
Good those.
So
you bought and returned many pairs.
I think
he actually bought these on the way to Colorado last year, and they fit him.
I put them on in the store, and I was like, "Oh, yes, these are the
ones."
I greased them up on the way out and put them on at the trailhead, and that was my break-in. So
and no blisters.
No blisters, no sore feet. They were the boot for me.
Clothes are all packed. I think we pretty much just have a couple miscellaneous things and then we're ready to rock and roll. We're gonna pack the truck the night before and head out. I'll take you through those next couple things and then I think we're putting a stop to this video. Did you have something else to say about your boots?
No, I might need a new pair.
Maybe. So
they're pretty wore out, you know.
Another bin done and we're gonna continue on. So our Nalgene's, our new ones did come in. These are the lightweight Nalgene's and they are actually quite a bit lighter than the originals. Chase is just deckling his up.
Sponsored some family racing here. We got Sydney, we got Avery. I think I'm just gonna end up putting the girls in here. I don't think the other one's gonna.
So we're just charging some last minute things. We got our InReach Mini 2, GoPros. We do bring this massage gun with us for our achy muscles. It's awesome on the feet. So we'll pack that. And we'll be bringing this power bank to hook up to the generator. I'm gonna head to the garage now and show you that. So we're just in the garage, gonna fire up the Jenny. This is what we'll be bringing with us. Chase is gonna work on that. And then also we will be bringing these 3 coolers. Hopefully we can fill them full of meat for the ride home. We're gonna fill this one full of ice before we leave to keep all our meat cold for the ride. And for a majority of our trip, we'll just get ice as we need. We are making ice to fill our Yeti cooler before we leave, but we just filled up 3 of these blue jugs of water to bring with us as well. This is for drinking and for bathing. So we have officially got all our belongings together. Now all we have to do is load the truck and blast off to Colorado.
We're getting our last couple nights in bed.
We're gonna enjoy the comforts of home
For the last
before we go torture ourselves in the mountains. But if you want, you could subscribe to our channel to see if we end up getting an elk.
If Ashley ends up getting an elk.
There you go. Till then, get outside, do something cool, and we'll see you in the next video.